and welcome back to Fashion Attack, the channel where all your fashion and design dreams come true with super easy DIY step-by-step tutorials. Last time that I shared a wall makeover, it had so many freaking shares on Facebook that it was crazy, so I decided why not do another one. Last time we did a fake brick wall, and you are gonna find the link down below in case you want to do that one. But today we're gonna extract this from an apartment makeover that I'm doing the course of this month and that I'm gonna publish at the end, where we want to make a super awesome selfie wall where it would have a lot of personality but still with colors that could match any kind of outfit. I looked online for wallpapers and they were all so expensive to have such a design, and I thought, why not making it on my own? So that's why today we're gonna learn together how to make a murales. There's several kinds of styles that you can use, and we're gonna check how to make all of those. Let's start and see how to do that. And here we are in front of this super boring and plain white wall that we are gonna make it awesome. First thing, you have to change your outfit. It might look like I didn't change anything, but I did. The trick every time I paint is to wear everything backwards, because no matter if you're wearing leggings, you still don't want your Nikes to become ugly. First things first, we're gonna have to make this wall ready to be painted because sometimes they come with problems. This one has a huge crack here on the back, so first of all, we're gonna have to cover this up, fill this up, and then let it dry and then paint all over it. All you need is a wall filler. You have to use the same exact technique even if you just have some nails in the wall that you took out and you have some little holes left. Super duper easy. You just apply a little bit on the hole or the crack and then you spread it and push it in. Serious talk. Whatever is the pattern that you decide to put on your wall, first of all, test the brushes. There's so many different kinds of brush and so many different kinds of effects that you can make that you really don't want to make the mistake on the wall. You want to first try it on a piece of paper, try different kind of brushes, different kinds of intensity of the paint that you want to have on the brush, and then go direct on the wall. The one that I chose is actually this one, the second that I did, but I'm also gonna show you one super awesome idea to just get a sponge, then dip it in the paint and just pass it on the paper, one aside the other. You don't even need to be good at drawing to make this. It's awesome, looks super cool, and very easy to make. Now let's make the drawing. Once you decided the pattern that you want to make, you just go ahead on the wall and paint it all in. Okay, that's not exactly how it works. Unless you're a genius and you know exactly how you want to draw it and where you're going to place the color, and you are just a normal person like me, you're going to need to test it first. I luckily know how to use Photoshop, so that's what I tried. I just made a picture of the apartment with some of the furniture inside and then just applied different kinds of patterns, prints, and also then decided the color that I wanted on the wall. And just when I found the perfect one, that is the one that I went to buy, and that's the one that I decided to make on the wall. So even the size of the pattern is so important. That's the color that I chose. Now, you're gonna think, what if I don't know how to use Photoshop? Well, my girl, I have the solution for you, and I'm not joking. It might look childish, but look here. I just cut it out the paper, and then have all the backgrounds that I downloaded and just try all of them behind the couch. You can just flip them and you can try what's the perfect color. Just bring the cutout board even to the paint store. You can thank me later. Oh, this idea, it's awesome. It's gonna help you so much, save you so many mistakes. Now that we finally decided what we want to do, how big we want to make it, what is the pattern, the brush, and everything that we want to do, let's talk technique. You have to use always the same exact amount of pressure on the brush in order to have always the same design. I also decided at the bottom I didn't want a straight cut but a rounded end that would make the drawing even more feminine and more delicate. So you can see with the brush that every time that I arrive to the bottom of the drawing, I turn around the brush on itself and go back up. It gives it a rounded effect and it's so pretty. It almost looks like a stamp instead of like a drawing. Then another little complicated thing to do is when we want to make a circle or an arch or anything that is circular. What I did is actually use the elbow and place it on the wall and then just use the hand to go strictly around it, making it as a pern. Yeah, is it a word? As a pern. Yes, I used the elbow, moved the hand on top, and it made the perfect circle, so I couldn't make any mistake, and then just passed over the borders and again made the rounded effects at the end of every single line. Hallelujah! We finally learned the technique, the drawing, the print, some way to do all these little wiggly things on your wall, and we can just go over and over and do it all over the white wall and let the mural come back to life. Not back to life, to life. Now, it's a little bit boring to show you how I did all the drawings, so I thought I'm gonna use YouTube magic, like always, to finish. No, I'm not gonna finish it. I forgot that the filling of the wall is now dry, and you can go in with sandpaper, make it all smooth and nice, and then keep drying. Okay, I lied. You're not gonna see me drawing, but who in the world would rather see me drawing when you can see me dancing? And you can see me dancing, and you can see me dancing. I know, actually it took a long watermelon break because I was exhausted, and then after that, I went back to the prime activity of all this. Little thing that you didn't notice is that this wall was something like 3 meters tall, so I had to get a ladder and do all the same exact work on the top. It's so cool. I think you're gonna take like the best selfies of your life with this wall behind you. Now, taking this a little bit more seriously, I googled what is a mural wall, and it says art painting on top of a wall that has to be incorporated to the ambience around it and to the end of the room. So this means that now we have to paint this one so that it's gonna fit perfectly. Hi. I needed to be here for this.
You know, it looks amazing. Is it dry?
Yeah.
Wow, it looks amazing because you're an artist.
Maybe the ones on the top are still wet, but it's mostly dry.
Wow, it looks awesome.
Hello guys, as you can see, it's a new day because I was too short to apply the sellotape on the top, so I needed to wait for the help of a little giant, and that meant new day, new outfit. The ladder wasn't tall enough for me, so let's get started and paint it up. To make the rest of your apartment perfectly match with your mural, you're probably gonna have to go in and paint some details inside your apartment. First thing always is to put the sellotape, and then you will have to go with a little tiny brush like this one on all the borders, and then use the roller to fill up all the rest. It's gonna take you a while, and in this case, because I had gray on the back, I actually had to do the same exact procedure 3 times, but it was totally worth it. So all you have to do is, again, tiny little brush for the borders or around the lamps or any little uncomfortable situation or corner where you have to paint, and then the roller to fill up all the rest. Oh yes, I know that some of you noticed it already. My clothes is still backwards. I don't give up on my #1 rule of painting. Once you let it dry for at least 20-30 minutes, then you can go in and do exactly the same thing all around the same surface that you did the first time. Always little brush for the corners because we don't want to make also the ceiling look pink, and then use the roller all around the rest of the areas. I'm actually gonna paint also this lamps white, but you're gonna see this in the final apartment makeover that is gonna come out at the end of the month. Meanwhile, let's enjoy this amazing wall that I actually adore. I didn't think it could come this awesome. I hope you guys had fun and that you will try to make the tutorial and send me the pictures of all the things that you're making, because I'm sure they're gonna be awesome. And if you have any questions, please don't wait to ask me, because I would be super happy to answer to them. And like always, follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, basically wherever you want, and see you next time.